Welcome to session number 3 of our multitasking wax pack rip series. We'll be doing this throughout the entire basketball season. This is session number 3. Tonight we're going to be ripping this 2025 TOPPS basketball series. Was kind of anxious to take a look at these cards and get my hands on them. They've been selling online anywhere from $25 to $45. This is just a little hobby box. If I was really wanted to focus and really try to get the biggest ROI, I would probably get the hobby box because inside that you've got the little foil pack. It's got some nice hits in it from what I've seen up to this point. But anyway, we picked up this hobby box, this little blaster box at the card show in Pelman, Alabama this past weekend. Some of you may have seen the review that we did on that phenomenal show. But regardless, we saw these anywhere at the show from 35 to one dealer had them, I think, for 42, another one for 44. We ended up picking them up for this one box up for 35, which we're going to be ripping for you in just a few minutes. What are we looking for in this? It's all luck, honestly. But if you know how to process these cards and where to move them, you can make money. I believe opening any wax. We'll see what we do with this one. Had a lot of mixed reviews on this. A lot of people are saying that the cards are coming beat up out of the packs, corners messed up, and so on and so forth. All kinds of mixed reviews from different people. The bottom line, of course, the top rookie prospect here is Cooper Flagg, also Ace Bailey, and a few others. And there's a ton of inserts in this particular set from everything I'm seeing and hearing. They've got the class of 25, the All Kings. It also features veteran superstars. You've got LeBron James in there, Wemby, of course. So there's a lot of high value parallels and autographs. And of course, you've got the 101 Superfractor autograph of LeBron James, which is probably the biggest chase. But we're going to open it and see what we end up with, and then we'll come back and do a complete review. And you'll see how we are processing them, what we're going to do with these, and how we'll make a profit by opening this little blaster box. But first things first, we need to pick a winner of our contest from last week. All of you that left a comment on this particular video last week, you're going to be in this drawing. We appreciate your feedback and your comments. This week, we're going to be sending out this Anthony Davis Mosaic Revolution card. And whoever wins will automatically be in our drawing at the end of March during March Madness during basketball. They'll automatically be in this drawing for this Anthony Davis rookie card, Starburst rookie card from Panini. We're going to be sending that out to our grand prize winner. Anybody that watches this video, you can go and register for that grand prize as well at collectiblecardcontest.com. But we hope you'll just leave a comment on this video and you'll automatically be in the drawing. So let's get into first things first, and let's pick a winner from last week. Okay, I've got the link from last week's video copied. I'll have to copy and paste it in there. It says pick a random YouTube comment. That's for those of you that left a comment on the video from last week. So I'm going to pick a random comment. And Rotide Gifts, congratulations, you're our winner of the Anthony Davis Mosaic card. All you have to do is just send us an email with your address, and that's cmgsportscardinvestments@gmail.com. I'll say that one more time, cmgsportscardinvestments@gmail.com, and we'll get that Anthony Davis mailed out to you within 24 hours. Thanks for entering the contest. Now, those of you that want to enter this week, all you have to do is leave a comment on this video, whatever you'd like to say. And next week, we're going to send out 2 cards. We're sending out the first one and done player at Kentucky. This was before Calipari got there. Actually, he was 2 and done. That was Rex Chapman, who had a long NBA career with Phoenix Suns and several other teams. He actually was drafted by Charlotte Hornets when he came out his sophomore year. And we're also going to include a cool card of Jeff Shepard. This is actually Reed Shepard. A lot of you have heard of Reed Shepard, one of the top 3 picks in the draft last year, playing for the Houston Rockets. This is his dad's card when he played at UK, a Panini card. We're going to send both of these out this week to qualify for that drawing for next week. We'll do the drawing live next week. All you have to do is just any comment below, question, whatever. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and you'll automatically be in the drawing for next week. And again, we're going to do this every week. And at the end of the year, we're going to give away this Anthony Davis card. So we're looking forward to the basketball season. So let's get into the rip, and then we'll show you how we process it. I'll be processing these cards during the Kentucky game, and we'll hopefully make a profit again. So let's just get into opening this box of 2025 Topps basketball. Okay, guys, what it says here, we're looking for autographs and relics, of course. 7 packs per box, 12 cards per pack. So that's what, 82 cards when it's all said and done. So that's pretty good, 82 cards. Let's just see what we end up with. So I'm going to do what I always do here and just, I like to open with scissors. It makes more sense to me to do it that way. And then when I pull them, I can do it very, very good, very easily. So I'm going to open up all these packs, get them ready, and then we'll bust through them real quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time right now because during the game I'll process everything and get them listed where we're going to list them. We'll do a complete review after that. So we'll go through here. If we see anything of significance, we'll stop maybe and take a look. Put all the rookie cards together. Because you never know. What I usually do is just store these rookie cards in a plastic case or something. Store them together because some of these guys might hit a year, 2, 3 years down the road. You just never know how it's all going to come together. There's a cool Magic Johnson. Nice looking Magic Johnson. Watson, 8-bit ballers. Kind of look like the baseball. The cards in general look like baseball. I'm not sure what that is. Windy City, Wonder, Young Bulls play tough. Okay. Again, I'll do the research on all of these and give you a complete review. So what I do, there's Anthony Davis. Speak of Anthony. That might be something we'll add as a giveaway some later on in the year. Brandon Miller, there's Reed Shepherd. Jeff Shepherd, of course, his dad is one of our giveaways this week, who also had a pretty good NBA career and also played overseas, I think. Was part of the national championship team with Kentucky, Reed Shepherd's dad. So again, he'll be part of our giveaway this week. Jovic, Larry Bird, Stockton. It's like some old school players. Shrimp, John Brook, some kind of parallel. Generation Now. There's something turned over. Bam Adebayo, also a former Kentucky player. That's a pretty cool looking card. I don't know if it's numbered. I don't see any numbering on it, but I may miss it. I'll pay closer attention when I do the processing. And then lastly, I cannot pronounce his name. Pascal somebody. Okay, let's keep rolling. Zach Edey, National Player of the Year a couple years ago down at East Memphis. Stephon Castle. That's not a rookie. Poole. Murray Bowes, rookie card. Christie. Jamal Murray, also another former Kentucky basketball player. Then we have Austin Reeves, some type of parallel here. Have to do a little research on that. Looks like it's some kind of, I don't know if that's gold or not. Trae Young from here in Atlanta. Shaden Sharp. Don't even talk to me about that nightmare when he was at Kentucky. And Levine. Lonzo Ball. Smith. Ingram. Moody. Old school, look at Isaiah Thomas. Julius Randle, also a former Kentucky player. And Hawkins. You got 2 more packs. Middleton. Pacers, that's pretty cool team card. Johnson. New Mavs. There's a rookie card. Another rookie card. Ben Shepherd. Type of parallel here. Pacers. Power players. Anthony Davis again. Youthful Jazz play hard. Some kind of insert. Parallel. Cyrus. Tyler Hero. Another former UK player from Miami Heat. A lot of UK players, but then again, Kentucky was the training ground for the NBA when Calipari was there. Andre Wiggins. There's a rookie. Allen Iverson. Check these parallels out, these inserts, these special inserts, see what they are. Again, this first pack of these I've opened, probably won't open anymore, don't know a lot about them. Clutch City Prospects, that's a pretty cool card. But I will do my research and we'll figure it out for sure. Heat, James Pickett. And our last, no Cooper Flag yet. It's our last pack. Grimes. Steph Curry. Cameron Johnson. Simmons. Bain. Joe. P.J. Washington. Another former UK player. Ace Bailey. That's a good rookie card right there. That's paper, of course, but there's a lot of hype around this kid. So I'll pay close attention to that one. Trace Jackson. Generation Now. Murray. Some kind of sparkle parallel. And Carrington. So that's how we ended up, guys. Nothing to write home about. I will go through, get all these processed while I'm watching Kentucky, hopefully whip up on Nicholls State, and we'll show you the complete processing as soon as the game's over. So just hang on. Okay, guys, the game's over. Kentucky looked terrible the first half. They ended up winning by 26. All the cards have been processed. We're going to make a little bit of money on this wax, and we'll break it down in this video exactly how. But first, I have to share with you the highlights from the game. There's a dunk you need to see.
Second half, Kentucky extending the lead. Otega Owe, driving layup. A few minutes later, Owe showing off the long range from 3. Kentucky up 41-19 at that point, late in the second half. Watch this crazy dunk by Colin Chandler. One-hand slam. right over the head. Early contender for Dunk of the Year? I think that's going to make the rip at the end of the season. Kentucky gets the win.
Okay, guys, I wanted to see it again. I had to share it with you. This might have been the worst box opening we've had in the last 12 months. If you saw me go through all this last year, then you saw the profits that we were normally making. But as I really stop and I start thinking about it, it's like last year I took everything that could be sold on eBay and sent it and sold it on eBay. I'm not doing that this year as much. I'm not doing it, I don't think, with any of these cards. I can't even remember. We'll go through the processing because I just got my hands on another project I'm head over heels right in the middle of. And honestly, I just don't have time right now to even think about putting these on eBay. So here's how we ended up. We got 13 cards that go in our quarter box for our shows, and we ended up with 38 commons that just go in our common box. Once we have enough commons, then we liquidate commons. We have a whole video on that here on YouTube on how we liquidate our commons. We got 10 cards that right now are selling on eBay anywhere from $1. One was up to like $2.95 for these cards. Most all parallels. And normally last year I would have just listed them. This year I'm just going to put them directly in our dollar box for shows. Initially I was thinking about adding them to my next C order, but they're newer. There'll be people at shows that are looking for the new top. Plus we had this Trae Young card, which will definitely move here in Atlanta. And some of these other cards will as well. They're going to the dollar box, which will give us $10. This was our best pull. Actually, you don't spell pull that way, Dale. It's Pull. I know the difference. I could list it for $8 right now on eBay and move it pretty quickly, and normally that's what I would do. But since it's Bam Adebayo, who played for the University of Kentucky, and I don't have this card, I'm just adding it to my personal collection of Kentucky players. So I could sell it for $8 pretty quickly based upon the two comps that are listed right now on eBay. This is where people are going to give me heck and they aren't going to understand it. And I understand why you don't agree, but here's the bottom line, and this is what I know. I can send all 4 of these cards to an alternative grader. I can have them back in a month with one of the alternative graders we're using. I send 100 cards at a time. I get them graded for $8, and I will sell them in our slab boxes. It shows they'll all sell for $15. Will they sell the next show we do or after we put them in? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. But I do know over time they will all sell. I've gone round and round with people about this, and it's like those that tell me it can't be done just don't get in my way while we're doing it. I don't want to come off that way because this is just an overlooked method. And I've talked extensively about this on this channel, so I'm not going to get any more detail. And I understand why people say, Dale, that's crazy. Nobody would buy that. Listen, the last show we just did, we had a guy came in and he bought 7 Larry Bird cards from our slab boxes. He bought every Larry Bird card we had. And some of those Larry Bird cards were probably worth $30. Some might have been worth $4. Okay. It didn't matter to him. He's a Larry Bird collector. And I promise you, if this Larry Bird had been in that box, he would have bought that one as well. And that's the way a lot of people collect. And it's not my business or your business or anybody's business how they want to collect. So I know this Lou Alcindor card will sell. I know this Curry card will sell, and so will this Isaiah card. They're all going to sell. And they'll be gone. They won't last, 3 or 4 shows for sure. They'll be gone. And that'll give me $28 profit. We've got 12 rookies I'm just holding on to. We'll see how they all play out. I usually just try to hold on to rookies because you just don't know how it's all going to play out. There's people that could be people from this class that 2 or 3 years from now, they break out, take hold. Right now, the one everybody is high on is Ace Bailey. This one here, time will tell what he does or doesn't do. I mean, some of these cards we might end up selling for $8, $10, $12, $15, $20 down the road. Some we may end up sending to PSA or an alternative grader. Some may end up in our quarterback box, but I'm just hanging on to them for now because they're rookies. See, these are rookie cards too. I didn't really realize that when I was opening them. But you can see there's a rookie card logo right there, this little gold box. I thought they were just some type of parallel. So I'm hanging on to those. So when you just look at the recap, we got $28 coming from alternative graders, $10 profit from the dollar. So anyway, we spent $35. I probably wouldn't have normally even bought the box because initially they were out in the market at 25, but I was at the show. They were right there. I wanted to see how a lot of people were talking about. They were very similar to the baseball. Just wanted to take a look, put my eyes on them, touch the cards. So we picked them up at $35 based upon what I have listed at the moment. Again, some of these down the road, some of the rookies I might end up listing. I've added to my personal collection, which I'm happy about. I didn't mention this earlier, but I did add 6 former Kentucky players. I talked about Bam, but these 6 as well to my personal collection. Don't have any of these. So happy to add these guys. Reed Shepard and Anthony Davis and P.J. Washington, Murray, Julius Randle, Tyler Hero. You see these. So I've added those as well. So when it's all said and done, my initial recoup will be $41.25, which is no, there's no profit really there to speak of. But I've added some pretty good cards to my personal collection. And again, I've got these 6 cards. I've got Bam. I've got the rookies. I've got, well, that's about it, I guess. But all those that I can hang on to and do something with in the future if I choose to. So that's it. I'm going to wrap this up. But wanted to remind you, all you have to do, guys, just leave any comment in here. Liked it, hated it, don't think you should keep the BAM, whatever you want to say, any questions that you have, and you will be in our drawing that we will do next week before the next ball game, just like we did this week. So leave a comment. As always, your feedback is appreciated. And I think we have no shows this week. And probably the next time I talk to you probably will be for Kentucky's game next week. But we appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.